Hey, Justin, how do you feel like the team performed today overall?
I thought they did a great job. I think the guys up front did a great job blocking. We had plenty of time to throw and get the ball off, and the receivers made some plays, and especially the defense came up big with some stops. So I thought overall we played pretty well.
Now that the season's your first season's kind of over, what are some of the things that you kind of learned, or what's something that stood out to you about this season?
Yeah, I kind of talked about it after the game. I think the way that everyone battled back and fought together, I think was huge. We lost a couple close games that, we could have been in and we could have had. But guys didn't quit on each other. That team in that locker room, they took care of business, and we got after it these past 4 weeks. And I'm really proud to be a part of that locker room.
And now, Justin, with the season being over and you guys ending 7-9, there's a lot of questions about Anthony Lynn heading into the offseason, if he should be the head coach. Do you believe that he should be the head coach moving forward?
Coach Lynn, like I've said, I believe in him. I believe in this coaching staff. I believe in the team. We lost a couple games that we would have liked to have back. We didn't finish those games, and I think Coach Lynn's done a great job leading this team. And I think that's kind of just what I've said over the past couple of weeks. So I really believe that.
Thank you, Justin.
Cam Buford.
Hey, Justin, congrats on the W. When you talk about your process of becoming a leader and how that's impacted the team?
I think that's just something that you kind of develop over the years of playing football, and whether that happened in high school, college, or in the NFL, you have to develop it to be playing the quarterback position. And I think Coach Hamilton and Coach Steichen have done a great job working with me throughout this year to really have a great understanding of the offense, so that when I go in the huddle, I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Why is it important to you to work out with the guys? Why has that been important to go in the weight room and actually lift with the guys versus kind of working off to the side to yourself as you could as a quarterback of the team?
Anytime you get to spend around those guys is special. What I've come to realize, whether it's at 6 a.m. or whether it's in the afternoon, being around those guys is a lot of fun, and it helps when you get out on the football field. You know that when you're in that huddle, you can go to anyone on that sideline and or in that huddle and say, "This is what I need," and exactly they can say the same thing to me. So just being around them, I think, is huge for us.
Congratulations on the season. Talk to you soon.
Katya.
Hi, Justin. Did you expect a rookie season like this in terms of your individual performance, rookie of the season caliber?
To be honest, I don't think really anyone expected the season to go like this with coronavirus and us doing our best on online meetings. And it's been a weird year. It's been tough. We would have loved to have won some of those games that we lost. But like I mentioned earlier, I'm really proud of the way the guys battled back. And I think that's what I'll remember most from this year.
What you mentioned, I know it was a difficult year, difficult season for everybody, but is there a particular moment, play, or victory that, I don't know, that you will cherish from this year?
Shoot, I think there's too many to list right now. I could go through a bunch if you'd like, but I think over the past 4 weeks, the game-winning field goals, being able to set up the special teams for them to come up big like that, and especially in the locker room, just celebrating with those guys and kind of realizing that it has been a tough year, but just so proud of the way the guys battled back.
But in general, just what do you take out of this record-breaking rookie season for you?
I think it's a great experience. Experience is the best teacher, and I made a lot of mistakes this year, but I'm going to learn from them. And we're going to watch the film. And this offseason, there's plenty of time to get better. And Coach Hamilton, Coach Steichen, plenty of opportunity to get better. And so I'm really looking forward to that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Jeff Miller.
Justin, I know it's your first year in the league, but we all know the business of football and uncertain what's going to happen with this coaching staff. You've been through a bunch of changes, and when you were at Oregon, you went through coaches, systems, and stuff. Is that adjusting from one system to the next? It seems like you've been able to handle that pretty well. That doesn't seem to be too daunting for you. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think anytime you face one of those challenges, especially like we did at Oregon, you got to depend on the guys around you, that locker room. And I know that we've got a great coaching staff here and a great locker room. And so whatever comes our way, I know that we're going to do our best and we're going to attack it and we're going to get better.
And what about this roster do you think is encouraging moving in will be your second season?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of young talent, a lot of guys on the outside, and especially a couple of offensive linemen that have done a great job all year. And I think the defense has stepped up big time when we needed them, especially these past 4 weeks. And so I'm really looking forward to getting some time with these guys and the receivers in the offseason and building even more timing.
All right. Thank you.
Popper.
Hey, Justin, what are you proudest of from the season?
Yeah, that's a great question. Kind of like I mentioned earlier, I think the way that we battled back, and especially after losing a game 45-0 to the Patriots, and no one wants to lose like that. And but guys showed up back to work. They came in the next day and at practice, and whether it's at games, they gave us their best effort. And so proud of the way that we battled back and won 4 in a row like that. And especially that's tough to do in the NFL. So really, really proud of those guys.
Now that you've tasted winning like this 4 in a row, does it increase your hunger at all?
I think it does. I think anytime you win a game is big in the NFL, and they're tough to come by. So any win that we can get, we'll take gladly. And so it just adds to experience. You get to play through these situations, through these experiences, and you get to learn. And so anytime you put film on the tape, you get a chance to watch it and get better from it.
Thanks.
Shelly Smith.
Does the beard stay?
Sorry, what was that?
Does the beard stay?
I don't know. I think that's probably something that I'll address when I have more time. It's just kind of been focusing on football, watching film. So.
Okay. Someday you'll get rid of that answer. Maybe not. It's a good one.
Nick Hamilton.
Hey, Justin, going throughout the season, now that you have a little bit of time to reflect, what have you learned the most, not just about yourself as a quarterback, but yourself as a man?
Yeah, I found out that we're pretty tough. We lost a couple games close, and kind of like I mentioned earlier, some games that, we could have had that you look back and you watch and you kind of get a sick feeling to your stomach. But to be able to come back, bounce back, and whether you throw an interception or whether you throw a touchdown, it's always about the next play. And I think Coach Pep, we've done a great job of talking about that all year. So I think we've done an excellent job on that.
And what is the best piece of advice you've received this season from Coach Pep as well as Shane?
Yeah, before every game, he tells me to go have fun, to realize that it's just a game and that you go out there and you play relaxed. That's when you're going to play your best. And so, I give him a big hug before every game. We go out there and just try to have fun, do our job, execute, and hopefully good things will happen.
And how much do you feel like he's been key to your success? I know you do the work, you put in the time and the preparation, but how much do you feel like Coach Pep has been the key to your success and your development as a quarterback?
He's been huge. I've learned so much from him. And even when it started in June and July, just getting the chance to talk to him, talk about defensive coverages, protections, all those things, footwork, I think it was huge too. So when he got to come in, we got a lot of work in, and I think a lot of it is because of him.
A couple more for you. Fernando.
Justin, with everything that happened pre-draft, what people were saying about you, analysts and stuff like that, does that make this season, does that kind of like getting to throw it back in their face saying, look, I can play in this league and everything like that? Do you feel like that, like, you're kind of, I don't know how to say it. You're, I don't know, you won at the end because of the way you played this season?
That's a good question. I think I did a pretty good job of kind of staying away from all that stuff, all the noise outside of what was really going on. And as soon as the Rose Bowl was over, I knew that it was time to get better and time to prepare for the Combine, for the Senior Bowl, and really to prepare for the NFL. And so I spent all those times with coaches and just working on football. And I think that's the greatest thing. I stayed busy, did my job, and good things happen when you put in the work. And so over these past couple of months with Coach Steichen and Coach Hamilton, I think we've put in a lot of good work. And I think because of those guys, because of a great offensive line, some receivers that make a lot of plays, I think you're only as good as the guys around you.
And Justin, now that you're in the NFL and it's kind of like a fraternity, are you going to kind of reach out to different guys and see what you can do to get better from season 1 to season 2 as a quarterback? Maybe reach out to some of the veteran quarterbacks or some of the guys right now in the NFL succeeding? Yeah,
I think that's a great idea. I think anytime you're able to talk with some of those guys that have had so much success over the past decade or so, anything you can pick up on them is huge. So I'll definitely try and reach out to as many guys as I can, just so I can be the best quarterback I can be for the Chargers.
Thank you, Justin.
Last one for you, Gilbert.
Hey, Justin, you got more records today, but you kind of fell short on the passing yards for the season. Are you disappointed at all by not getting that rookie record?
No, I'm not disappointed. I'm just glad we got the win. I'm glad that, we finished the season out strong with 4 wins, and really proud of the way the guys battled today.
Were you aware of it during the game about how close you were?
No, I did a pretty good job of kind of staying away from it. I know a couple guys were trying to whisper in my ear and let me know, but I think I did a good job of just going out there and playing.
And now that the season's over, do you want that Offensive Rookie of the Year award? Is that something you think about? Is it special to get that?
I think it'd be a great opportunity for our offense. I don't think it's an individual award, and I think it's based on the guys around you. And Keenan, Mike, Hunter, all those offensive linemen, Dan, Forrest, Brian, Trey. I mean, I wish I could name them all. But I think anything like that recognizes one guy, I think it's because of everyone.
Thank you, Justin.
All right, that'll do it. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.